No more Raw. Please, God. No more Raw.
Well, as you can all see, I'm still recovering from this past Monday's Raw. My first ever Raw review, the Slammies. I'm still drunk. So that should make this Smackdown review very interesting. Alright. Well, let's jump into... Got this massive hangover. It's like my head's this big. Now I know how CJ feels like 90% of the time. Alright, well, my new subscribers this week are Samuel777, The Cricket 411, Cypherell, Silla's Dojo, something, I don't know. Seabass0987, Swan7, Get Rich Radio, Com, Patrick Izzard, and Rockin' Steve ECW. I like ECW. Not the new one so much. I reviewed it and I gave it a shot, but it didn't really flow with me too much. Alright, also I'd like to plug the Wrestling Revolution website, WrestlingRevolution.com, the epic center for your wrestling needs. Also, I'd like to put out there the tag team title contest we have going on, where you and a tag team partner have to make a collaboration video, as I said on, I think, my Raw review. Speaking of which, that Raw review is all your guys' faults. All of you out there, it's all your fault. I'm an alcoholic now because of it. Anyway, so go there and go ahead and make a collaboration video. Enter the tag team title contest. I almost want to say tournament every time. And there might be a prize. I think there's a prize. But you have to do a collaboration video. It's judged on creativity, not anything else. Also, on top of that, this upcoming weekend, Wesley White's next video game review is going to be up. It's going to be on Def Jam Vendetta. Only on WrestlingRevolution.com. And Bieber Caholic, Hardy Caholic, Santino Caholic, whatever you call yourself, I'm coming for you as soon as I get over this hangover. And we're going to win the tag, me and D. Jose, we're going to win the tag titles, and Jericho Holic, we're going to send you back to wherever you came from. Let's jump into the show.
Get ready for the Smackdown! Get ready for the Smackdown! How you gonna react when you're put in your back now? Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the Smackdown!
I would just like to point out that this shirt, if you can read it, goes out to you, D. Jose, my boy. Vintage. Oh, wait. Vintage. Yeah. This week's Smackdown is in my backyard of Lavalette, Louisiana. Okay, I'm just kidding. I've never been there. I don't even know how to pronounce it. But it's in the Cajun Dome. Mon ami. Start with an in-ring promo with Edge. And as Edge is walking down to the ramp, I love where Michael Cole, by the way, this shirt goes out to you, D. Jose. Vintage. As Edge is walking in the ring, Michael Cole completely breaks kayfabe and talks about how, you know, that, well, not really kayfabe, but like he basically breaks it, hey, you know, this is filmed on Tuesday nights. Because Michael Cole basically says that Edge called him a tool last night on Raw. It's supposed to be Friday night. Ooh. Edge gets in the ring, he gives us an update on him and Kane feud. Whoop-de-doo, he shows a promo, whatever. And he says that he has to get on Kane's level. He has to sink to Kane's level to beat Kane. It wasn't that bad of a promo to kick off Raw, but it wasn't incredibly awesome. Next, we go to the backstage with Teddy Long and Edge. Teddy Long is telling Teddy Long is telling Edge not to anger Kane more and just please stop while he's ahead, because you know Kane's already going to try to kill him, and he may not even make it to the pay-per-view. So ADR and Rey Mysterio come in, and they're both going back and forth saying they deserve title shots. And then Teddy Long has this novel idea to make the world title match Kane versus Edge versus ADR versus Rey in a TLC match. And if Kane decides not to show, it'll be a triple threat. We go to the first match of the night, which is Kofi Kingston and Caval versus Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger. Starts off with Caval and Jack Swagger in the match, and, you know, it's basically your cruiserweight versus heavyweight type match. Not bad. These two guys actually worked really well together. I love where Stryker says that, you know, everyone's going B to the wall. Now, for the untrained ear, or for the kids in the PG era, that would be B to the wall. But to the Attitude Era, or the smart people, that would be balls to the wall. The Y, PGY. Make me sick. Okay, so in this match, you know, Caval and Kofi basically take control when they start doing suicide dives and their high-octane offense. And then we go to the commercial break. When we come back, Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger are grounding our high flyers on this match. So it's basically two high flyers versus two mat technicians, which makes for a good variety match. I actually really like this match. This match was really good. But in the end, Dolph Ziggler goes for a roll-up on Kofi Kingston. Kofi gets out of the roll-up and then hits a Trouble in Paradise on Dolph Ziggler and gets the 1-2-3. Kofi Kingston pins Dolph Ziggler, the Intercontinental Champion. Could it be foreshadowing for this upcoming pay-per-view? Let's go to the Ranger Ranking Calculator and find out what I give this match. 4 out of 5 Black Rangers. It was a great all-around match. I mean, it ended great. There were 4 great competitors in this match. After the match, Jack Swagger knocked out Dolph Ziggler. Vicky Guerrero freaks out, saying, "You know who he is! You're gonna pay for that!" It's like, ugh, Vicky, I have a hangover. Stop. Next, we'll go to a backstage promo with The Miz. This is a normal, great Miz promo. Next, we go to a video promo with Straight Out of Brooklyn with JTG. This actually wasn't that bad of a video promo. I mean, it wasn't that phenomenal, but he was basically promoting the TLC pay-per-view. And the one line I like out of this whole thing was where the Sun has a restraining order on Sheamus. More racism in the WWE. We can't make fun of, you know, R-Truth being, you know, charcoal black. Or JTG being a stereotypical homeboy black guy. But we can make fun of Sheamus being as white as can be, as mayonnaise. I love the double standard. Anyway, so then we go to another backstage promo with Kelly Kelly and Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre starts hitting on Kelly Kelly. Wait a minute. You're hitting on Kelly Kelly and you have Tiffany? Look into my eyes. Drew, if you are done with Tiffany, send her my way. Douchebag. Anyway, Kaitlyn comes in and makes a save, and, you know, Drew McIntyre says that he's a completely different person outside the ring, and inside the ring he's a completely different person. You know, like, you know, they have lives outside of the ring. Oh, like being married, for instance, to Tiffany. Douchebag. Oh, look, we go to another promo, which is grooming tips with Cody Rhodes. And he basically gives us tips on how to have dashing hair. Please. I'm so sick of these grooming tips. I mean, I'm glad they were gone for a while, but I just can't stand them. Gosh. Alright, second match of the night is Cody Rhodes versus Chris Masters. Basically, Masters kind of manhandles Rhodes in the beginning, then Masters jobs out bad. I mean, Cody Rhodes just does like 1 or 2 moves, hits the crossroads, and gets the win after Masters loses control. Let's go to the Ranger ranking calculator to find out what I give this match. 0 out of 5, Yellow Rangers. This was a glorified squash. This is a squash feud. They're not even building Masters at all. Period. They're just putting over Cody. So it's not even a feud. I don't know why they have these guys going back and forth every week. Go to the third match of the night, which is a awesome match with The Miz and Rey Mysterio. This match was really good. Actually, there was a lot of good exchanges between Rey and Miz. Miz took control when Miz knocked Rey off the top turnbuckle. Later in the match, Riley had to save Miz from a 619. Then towards the very end, ADR came out, distracted Rey Mysterio. Miz took advantage and got the win. Let's go to the Ranger ranking calculator to find out what I gave this match. 4 out of 5, Red Rangers. This match was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. I mean, it's not, the match actually ended. It wasn't even a DQ. And so, it worked out, I thought. After that, ADR and Miz started beating up on Rey. Edge comes out to save Rey. Then Teddy comes out and says, hey, we got a tag match for the night. It's the main event. ADR and Miz versus Rey and Edge. Doesn't sound like that bad of a match, actually. Next, we go to an in-ring promo with Team Layful, where it's, Team Layful, they come out and they just basically say that they want the table stipulation removed from the match this Sunday. It's not Diva. It's a man's match. Now we got sexism. Why not? The Envelette, Natalia, and Beth Phoenix come out and they bring a table wrapped in gift paper. They bring the table in the ring and they exchange back and forth on the mics, which is actually Natalia and Beth Phoenix aren't actually that bad on the mic. Then Beth Phoenix unwraps the table and it is revealed to be a really, really cartoonish picture of Team Laycool, which it's like an anorexic, drug addict looking Michelle McCool and a really just short and stocky looking Layla. It actually looks really funny. And they get mad and they try to beat up Beth Phoenix and Natalia, and then, they come back and Team Laycool hightails it, as usual. Match 4 of the night is Santino Marella and Vladimir Kozlov versus Chavo Guerrero and Tyler Rex, another random tag partner. This match is actually not that bad, believe it or not. I mean, I'm not saying it was spectacular, incredible, but there was actually some good exchanges between Vladimir Kozlov and Tyler Rex because they're two big guys. Santino hit a nice nice modified hip toss, and then he hit like a stunner, but you know how he normally does a split when he, ducks under a clothesline? He did hit the stunner with his split. It was actually really funny looking, actually really good. I thought it was a great signature move. In the end, of course, though, Santino hits the Cobra on Chavo for the win. Let's go to the Ranger ranking calculator to find out what I give this match. 3 out of 5, White Rangers. I don't mind this feud with Chavo and Santino so much just because it's Chavo actually feuding with a non-midget. I mean, granted, Chavo is kind of jobbing out here, but at least he's feuding with somebody who's a champion, who is a wrestler, not a midget, and he's not wearing a stupid costume. So, this match was actually really good. Alright, so we go to the main event of the night, which is Miz and ADR versus Edge and Rey Mysterio. Edge and Miz start off, and these guys actually do really good in the ring. But ADR and Miz start to tag in and out to kind of offset. And ADR and Miz do some good tag team work on Rey Mysterio, and they kind of beat down Rey for a while. Later in the match, Rey hits a nice kick on ADR's head and then tags Edge in. In the end, Rey Mysterio hits a 619 on Alberto Del Rio, I think, or Miz. I can't remember. And then Edge hits a spear. Then Kane comes out, starts beating the crap out of Edge. The whole locker room comes out. They try to separate them. It's all chaos. All heck is broken loose. Edge and Kane really just can't stay apart. Edge hits, but in the very end, Edge hits a spear on Kane, and that's it. That's the end of the show. Edge looking strong for the pay-per-view. Let's go to the Ranger ranking calculator to find out what I gave the main event. 3 out of 5 Green Rangers. As I said, this match wasn't... It's not bad. I mean, it wasn't incredible, but it was pretty on par average for 4 good workers in the ring, and the ending was okay. I just didn't like how they buried Kane. I think Kane should have came out strong on this one. Edge has come out strong like every week for the past couple weeks. I think they really needed to, now that Paul Bear's out of the picture, I think they really needed to put Edge over, or Kane over. I think this would have been a good opportunity, and they just kind of failed. Let's go to the Ranger ranking calculator and find out what I gave this night as a whole. 3 out of 5 Blue Rangers. As I said, it wasn't bad for a pre-pay-per-view show. It was nothing standout-ish. But as I said, there were a couple spots that they could have done better. Cody Rhodes and Chris Masters match could have done so much better. There were a lot of promos, video promos. I would have seen a little bit more wrestling. So, anyway, thank you for joining me for this week's SmackDown review. I don't think I'm doing a Raw review this upcoming Monday just because I need to now go to AA to stop drinking just because of 1 week's worth of Raw. So, I'm Grumpy Cheeto and I am drunk.